I'm studying food anthropology and Chinese in a master's program. It's actually been okay compared to my undergrad. Surprisingly, either I'm managing the stress better or I'm less stressed because I have more time to do the same amount of stuff.
I am unemployed and looking for a job. It is as much of a burden because you feel pressure from your family, your friends, and just on yourself, because in the society you do kind of get valued on how much you contribute to the society. So there is a lot of pressure, even though it's not like in your face, it's there in your mind, that you feel like, you know, your own self-esteem, you need to be doing something constructive.
I would say yes, the nature of our institution is very demanding. So it's very academic oriented instead of having more of a university social life. So I do study a lot in libraries, no breaks. So it does get very stressful.
Every college has their own counselors and social workers. And so that's really encouraged. And I think for me personally, that's been very helpful because I also see a counselor. And it's just very helpful to kind of talk through and it could be anything. It doesn't have to be because you're in crisis. It could be just that you go down one day and you want to talk about anything random, and they'll just talk to you through for about an hour, for example. And I find that was very helpful. So I strongly encourage, I think, anybody, especially a student, because it can also get very isolated and very lonely. And so I think that reaching out to a somebody who's a professional, such as a social worker or counselor, is really helpful, as has been the case for me. So I would probably say that would be my advice for that.
I do a lot of exercise. I have the fortunate lifestyle where I live in Cornwall and can go to the beach regularly, and at the drop of a hat and just swim in the sea or just go for a walk on the coast. So yeah, being out in nature, doing exercise is a really good way, even by yourself, to de-stress.
In the quad, they bring goats as supposed to be like de-stressing. It's either goats or puppies, I think. But yeah, something like that. A bit strange, but maybe it works.
Yes. Plan everything.
I did not know it was Mental Health Awareness Week, and I feel quite sad that I don't know that, but I do now.
I didn't know that it was Mental Health Awareness Week, but every day should be a Mental Health Awareness Day.
No, I didn't actually. Not until you told me.
I did not know it was Mental Health Week, but I think every day should be Mental Health Week.
The thing with knowing about something like this is great, you know, and what comes out of it. I think maybe some practical element or some kind of learning something would be helpful. Like, did you know that a good way to help depression is by asking people this question in this situation, and then boom, you take something away from that Mental Health Awareness Week rather than just, oh, I know it's Mental Health Awareness Week.
I would say I wish there was more accessible, like a chat line or phone line, I guess, for people to, like, you know, reach out to quickly, or kind of reduce the stigma of the mental health, I guess, environment, because people are afraid to get diagnosed with mental health, right? So I guess reducing the stigma of having mental health and normalizing that people can have it. It's natural to be not okay. So I think that can be a factor of making more accessible. Yeah.